What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my 1988 Chevy Sprint Metro. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you my 1988 Chevy Metro Sprint. And here it is. And later on in this video, if you're still watching, I'm going to tell you a story of how I got this car and where it came from. But just so you can see, this guy has the original paint. It's not in the best shape, but it's really good. There's the name of the car, the Sprint Metro. And here it is, guys, the 1988 Chevy Sprint Metro. Look at that beauty. Very nice car. Very clean car. No rust. It would just need a paint job and the car is good to go. Mechanically, the car is great. It passed the Pennsylvania inspection and I drive it. I've been driving it actually every other week for the last 3 months, but you'll know why, because I'm gonna tell you a story of how I got this car. Let's take a look at the inside. Everything original. These door panels are really clean. The seats, I guess the previous owner put leather seats in it, but they look really good. Don't mind that. Here's that original radio. The steering wheel has a cover on it. That door panel is also in really good condition. That's the only major issue with this car, but I'm not worried about that. Doesn't affect the way the car drives. Here's the speedometer. All the lights work. All the wipers. All that works. Let's go look at the trunk. Oh, I need the keys for that. I always keep it locked just in case. You never know. Alright, so here's a key. Boom. Look, even these guys are in really good shape that they hold the trunk up. Now let me show you the engine bay. Look at that, guys. Nice and clean. Oh, 1,000 horsepower right there. I'm just kidding. 3-cylinder. But it moves. Alright, guys. Now we're going to go for a ride. So, enjoy the rest of the video. Enjoy the story of how I got the car. And if you have this car, comment below. I want to know people that have this car. Alright, guys. Now that I showed you the outside of the car and the inside of the car, I'm taking it for a nice little drive. And I'm going to tell you a story about how I got this car. So pretty much every day, or every other day, I go on Facebook Marketplace, I go on Craigslist, I go on eBay, and I try to find, you know, Suzuki Swifts, Chevy Sprints, Chevy Sprint Turbos, all these cars that I'm a fan of. And one day I came across this car in Oregon that said, actually the picture of the car was on a tow truck. And there was no price, there was nothing on it. So I messaged a guy and I said, what's going on with the car? Is it for sale? Is it available? So the guy said, it's for sale. I don't have a title. Do you want it? So, alright, usually what I do is, you know, when I see a car with no title, I try to stay away from it. But this car is one of the cars that's very rare in the States. I haven't seen one before. I've seen them in pictures, but not in person. But it's a very rare car. And so I knew I had to have it one way or another. So I asked the guy, you know, how can I get the title? Do you have it? What happened? What's the story? And the story was the guy that owned this car, he passed away 5 years prior to him having the car. So he actually got the car from the son. The son told him the car it has no title because the dad owned it and he had no idea what the title is. The car was garage kept and it was in very good condition, inside and out, before the guy that bought the car from had it. So I asked the guy if he could help me. He said yes. You know, we came to an agreement on the price after he sent me pictures, videos of the car running. You know, and that's how I committed to buy the car. Now, by the way, I'm on the highway, guys. This car, it's great. So we made a deal. I sent him the money. I paid for shipping. I got the car with a bill of sale, and normally my tax lady here in Philadelphia would help me out. So I went there, and the guy's like, you know, we can't do anything because this is a picture of the bill of sale, it's not the actual bill of sale. So I had to get in contact with the guy. The guy sent me the actual bill of sale again. I took it to a different tax place. They submitted it to PennDOT. However, they couldn't give me a tag because there was no title. So, you know, I got the temporary registration. I had the paper, but no tag in the back. So it was a problem, and this all happened during COVID also. So, you know, the mail was backed up, PennDOT was backed up, Harrisburg, which is where all the paper goes through, was backed up, and there was nothing I could do but wait. So it's funny because I had the car on my driveway, well, on the street. Let's get to it. I had the car on the street with the Oregon tags on it still, but I had the registration, which made the car kind of legal because it had my name on it. The car had insurance. Well, at that point, had insurance, and well, it still does. So while all this happened, I guess one of my neighbors or somebody called the cops and reported my car abandoned. This car. It wasn't really abandoned, but you know, somebody sees a car, an older car with Oregon tags, without being moved, and somebody reported it. So when I was at work one day, I guess the cops came with a tow truck driver, and they picked up the car and took it away to an impound. Hey guys, quick commercial here. I want to let you know I have 1989 Suzuki Swift GTIs available on my eBay store. I have red, white, black, left-hand drive, right-hand drive, and they are on sale right now. The link is going to be below in the description. So my job, of course, at that point is to get my car back because it's my car and I want it, and why did I take it? So I called the tow truck company. They tell me, you know, if I have the registration, the tags, and all that, you know, or the title, I can come out and pick it up. So I don't have the title, I don't have tags, so, you know, technically speaking, I couldn't pick it up. So I went there anyways with the papers showing that the car's mine, that, you know, I have the registration. But the guy was like, no, you don't have tags, you can't drive the car off the lot. So okay, so I said, well, now what? He's like, well, until you get it, we can't really release the car. But, and on top of that, they're going to charge me, I think it was $75 per day to store it. So now I'm stuck because I don't have tags, I don't have, and I can't get the car out. So technically, they're going to charge me $75 per day until I get my tags, which makes no sense. So, not knowing better, I mean, I don't know what to do. So I went to the local police station and I explained my situation. And what the cop said is, you know, technically speaking, if you don't have the tags, you can't drive the car, which, you know, they're right. I can't take the car out. So I didn't believe his word. I actually went to a different cop station, and they told me the same exact thing. However, at the second station, they told me, hey, call this number. You know, it's, I forget what the name is, but call this number, they'll help you. So I called the number, and the girl tells me, same thing. Do you have the tags? No? All right, well, then you can't take the car out. So it was frustrating because I had the registration, the car was mine, it's legal, it's, you know, insured and everything, but I don't have tags, so I can't drive it off the lot from the impound. So I called the guy that's processing my tags, the tax place in Pennsylvania, well, here in Philly, and the guy says, you know, I explained the whole situation, they took my car, blah, 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 all this, and the guy's like, let me handle it. So he went out of his way, you know, because he didn't have to do this, he went out of his way, I don't know who he called, what he did, he called the cop, that I don't know if he knew him or, I don't know. But he called me, and the guy's like, all right, where's the car at? I'll call them to release the car today. So that's what happened. The guy, I guess the officer called the impound lot, explained the situation, explained who I was. He actually put him on three-way with me and on the phone. And sorry, I revved it up a little too much. And they told me, okay, car can be released, go get it. But the only catch was I couldn't drive it off of there, so I had to call a tow truck. Now this is where it's tricky. So the impound lot, they have their own tow trucks. So I'm like, well, how much would it cost for you guys to tow my car back to my house? And the guy, it's no more than a 6-mile tow. And the guy says, well, if you do it today, because it was Saturday, if you do it today, it's going to be, I think he told me $650 or $550. I think it was $550. And I'm thinking to myself, that's absolutely insane, crazy. I can see if you're towing a long distance, but 6 miles? No way. So luckily I got friends that are in the tow business. I called my buddy up. He got it. Well, so the guy said you can call somebody else, but they can't bring the truck in here into our lot. And if you can't bring the truck in the lot, you can't drive the car off our lot legally. I'm like, what are you talking about, guys? I mean, it literally, the car's parked not even 100 feet from the exit. I can't just turn the car on and drive it off the lot. Of course, the car was dead on top of that at that point because, you know, the car was parked for a while before, while they took the car on the tow truck, so it was dead, so I couldn't even start it up once I had a jump box or another car. Anyways, come to find out, so the guy, after talking to the guy, and the guy was cool afterwards. I guess after he talked to the cop, the guy was cool, and he took it out and parked it in front of their lot outside. And at that point, I just called my buddy, and he came and got it with his tow truck, and got the car back home. Now I learned my lesson not to park a car with Oregon tags in my street, but now it's parked in that. Well, now it was parked in my driveway. I would say about maybe 3 months ago, I actually finally received my tags after going back and forth at the DMV. And I finally got tags, and the car's been legal since. Well, it's been street drivable, I guess legal, as of 3 months ago. But I've had the car for over a year. And yeah, so here it is. This is my story. This is my car, and I'm enjoying it. Car passed inspection of flying colors. It did need some stuff for the brakes, rotors, and stuff like that, but nothing crazy. And yeah, here it is, guys. So this is my 1988 Chevy Sprint Metro. You're gonna see another video on my 87 Sprint Turbo, which is pretty much the same shape as this car, but with a 3-cylinder turbo engine. And that's going to be another nice video to watch. I'll end this video with saying thank you for watching, and comment below if you have one of these cars in the States. I would love to know, because I don't know of anybody else that has one, and from what I've been told and from what I know and from my research, I know this is a very rare, very special car. And what's even funnier, well, not funny, but what's even cooler about this car is, even though it's a Chevy, I'm sure you guys know the Chevy and Suzuki thing back in the day, this car has a VIN number that starts with a J, which is awesome. I think it's cool. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Simply type in John Concha, hit subscribe, and hit the bell.